Real quick, let's just get the rest of the lore on the island. Let's ask about shipwrecks again for some reason. The real wreck around here is the settlement at Gale Cliffs. My brother ditched us and moved over to those cliffs years ago. I suspect he's regretting his decision now, the devil. Anything else? Have you heard about any strange things in the area? Some time ago, just after the last whale was brought in, there was a sudden exodus from Gale Cliffs. Dozens of ships sailed past, packed up, and hurrying away north as fast as they could. They were waving and shouting something at us from their boats, but we couldn't make it out. Never did see or hear of them since. Anything else? What can you tell me about Ingfell? Ingfell used to be a whaling town, emphasis on the used to be. We would go out, bring in a carcass, and then the rest of the town would get to work. But the whales got scarce some 20 years ago, and now look at us, barely scraping by for a new candle. Anything else? That's it. What about the Ingfell resident? What is it? Before we do this one, what can you tell me about the cliffs? Many years ago, the cliffs used to be a haven for smugglers and pirates. Legends tell of two pirate lords who used Gale's cliffs as their hideout. Supposedly, they got into some disagreement and a huge battle was fought around the south side of the cliffs. There certainly are a large number of wrecks in that area. Both sides were completely destroyed, their treasure hoards left abandoned and unclaimed to this day. I dare say they'd be worth a lot if anyone knew where to find them. Do you know of any odd characters around these parts? Have you heard the tale of Magran? He was an old whaler from these parts. As the whales got more scarce, the crew spent longer and longer at sea trying to find them. Magran, it seems, wasn't cut out for this. He formed an unnatural attachment to a scroll he found in one of these trips. He says the scroll told him how to become immortal by eating the mutated fish. People started calling him Magran the Fishman. One day the town awoke to find all the boats, nets and lines had been slashed in the night, and old Magran was nowhere to be found. Nor has he been seen since. Where can I sell my fish here? We catch our fish ourselves, so we don't have much need for buying any. But there's a merchant that travels around. She's usually anchored across the bay. She buys and sells almost anything, and does repairs too. Anything else? Do you need help with anything? I've been trying to prepare a special meal for my partner, but I've been having some issues. Around here we consider aged conger eels to be a particular delicacy. You may say they're rotting, but they're delicious if prepared correctly. Normally, we bury them in the ground and allow them to mature, but our dog keeps digging them up and eating them. I can't raise the subject without spoiling the surprise. Can you bring me an aged conger eel? Yes, I can bring you an aged conger eel. Yeah, where can I get one of them? Yes, they can be tricky to find. I'm told they inhabit the holes and burrows within the cliffs themselves. I imagine they've been fished out around the edges, so you may have to venture into the passageways of the cliffs to find them. Oh, and did I mention that they only come in at night? Yes, I believe they hide during the day. Good luck. Let me think. Important things to know about this game. Do not trust the boats. They are made of fish and will kill you. There's apparently a monster in these cliffs. And the fishmonger has radiation poisoning. Alright, we're gonna sleep real quick because we're going into the cliffs apparently to go find like ancient treasure or something. Oh wait, hang on. Are these gonna be new fish? I don't even know what that is. Lionfish? Maybe? Oh, this is a new minigame. Stonefish. I don't know my fish. Ooh! Okay. Now that we're calm again, I have learned my lesson. The boats are catching fire. I have learned my lesson since being attacked by the fake ships. Now I know that if the screen starts turning red, I'm in mortal danger. If I repair that, do these stonefish pay for themselves? Please. Please. They don't. Well, we're like 45 bucks in the hole, so... Oh, wouldn't you look at that? Okay, so the spyglass actually shows you, like, what's around. Them some big waves. Good lord. Aquatic biodiversity fears me. Hey, hey, hey. What's up with the tornadoes? I assume that I just don't want to, like, come into contact with that. Okay, I don't actually know where the boat comes through here. Like, I know I'm being overly careful here, but I just don't want to get chased by a fish again. I'm also tempted to just stop sleeping. Like, it seems like whether I sleep or not, death comes for us all, so... Lives for profit is the achievement that I've just earned. What does the game mean by this? What happens if I come towards this? Why is it moving onto me? Wait, why are the voices following me? Like... Wait, what? Hang on. Something echoed back. A shimmering blackness permeates the flesh of this relentless fish, muscles atrophied and decaying, but still it swims on. My man's dying and is still just swimming around out there. You know, I respect it. I do. Well, perfect packing. Is that the first time I've completely, like, managed to fill out the inventory? That's sad. Alright, so despite being hunted by the, whatever it was in here, like a one-eyed fish, we're back. Why is my screen going red? He was right there the whole time. Run, 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 run. He's still after us. Where did that guy come from? Now I have to do more repairs, god damn it. Artifact manifest. Vessel, blah blah blah. Owner, Michael Schult. Oaken music box. Purchased from the Antiquarian? At Little Marrow for bargain price. Previously salvaged from an undisclosed wreck. Has the letter J carved on the underside. Otherwise in reasonable condition, has not been opened for fear of damaging the mechanism. Pending inspection by the locksmith. Wooden mask. Carved wooden tribal mask said to bring good luck, fertility, good health, fortune, rain, and protection from evil spirits. Traded for a pair of socks and a pocket watch chain. Not even the actual, like, watch. 12-piece tea set. Bone china. 6 cups and 6 saucers. Acquired from an eastern dealer. Do not use. Jar of earth. A jar containing earth from a meteor impact site, allegedly. Likely got scammed on that one. So is this stuff that's going to be like in this area, or... I just want to fish. I don't want to be like dealing with the horror. See, because I'm getting good at fishing. This is going to be a real transferable skill for when the YouTube channel fails. Careless harvesting. Am I not meant to be like depleting these waters of every fish that they have? Is that a bad thing? Please don't kill me, boat. Please don't kill me, boat. Please don't kill me, boat. You know, for someone who was so calm when we were actually getting attacked by the anglerfish thing, I really am carrying like some sort of not nice feelings about that. Alright, let's see if once again we can head into the cliffs without the devil getting us. I swear, if my screen starts going red, like, where did that guy even come from? How does he know? We've been spotted. Are we safe? We're safe. We are not safe. You know what? I'm gonna catch that guy. I'm gonna sell him. And, like, gamble away the money. That's how I feel about that guy. Oh, sturgeon. Aren't these the fish that, like, live, like, for a super long time? I learned that somewhere. You know, that one-eyed fish is lucky that I haven't seen him again. Because when I do, like, he'll rue the day he started messing with me. Does the scary fish have a canonical name? Oh wait, is that the serpent that the guy's talking about? Surely it's not. Like, it doesn't look serpent-like. It's not what it strikes me as. And I swear, if I see that guy... Not the anglerfish, the anglerfish scares me. And, truthfully, I think if I saw the anglerfish again, I'd just cry. Oh wait, yeah, I see it. That was like an actual just, like, freezing up thing, jeez. I really didn't think I'd been, like, this negatively affected by my interaction with, marine life. Going around, committing overfishing, that is my truest life mission. Oh, crashing into that rock, isn't it? I do hope that you're all enjoying tuning into my unhinged ranting about, like, fish. Because those, yeah, you know, these videos, they happen on a schedule of, like, every 2 days to every 6 months. I know all the fish. By name. First name basis. The character of this game has a better sleep schedule than I do. I just felt the need to share that. Aren't sturgeon freshwater fish? I was under the impression that's what they were. Like that they were a long-lived freshwater fish. Am I incorrect in saying that? Can we go shopping in here for lumber? Like there's a ship here. Inspect. A rotting chest peeks out from the skeleton of a wrecked ship. Look inside. Hello, treasure. Bag of doubloons. Okay, so... yeah, I was right not to just leave this behind. That is worth something. Alright, so we've... hello, more treasure? What? What? I'm not sure what just happened there. Was that a, like, on-ground horrible creature? The land is no longer safe. That's all there is to it. It's no longer safe. Ooh, what's up with the eyes? Get out of here. Stop watching me. Yeah, you're looking at me, I'm looking at you as well. Not here, not now. What? I don't think you understand. If I see one of those ships, I'm gonna lose my mind. Comedy happens to me. I think, like, I'm not even that scared of the ships. I think I'm psyching myself into it. Into, like, thinking that these are, like, the end times. You know? Oh, my bones! Hey, 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 why are you red? You're chasing me. Get away, get away. Not cool, dude! And this is where the boats come through. The boats that I say I'm not overly scared of. But I do believe if a boat so much looks at me, I'm gonna die. You know, we're also gonna sleep now that we're getting chased by, like, tornadoes and stuff. Because that's a life I have no interest in. Now give me a new hull. Oh. Do they just, like, sell the weird fish to people? I don't know how to put this, but this place needs, like, an FDA sort of equivalent. Because these take up one slot, so I think that this is the best, like, investment here. Because I just want speed. That's my whole thing. I want speed. Like, I mean, I want not only the fish to fear me, but I want God to fear me. What say we head to this island? Try to find another research part. What is this about? What actually is this? What am I looking at? Inspect. You approach a hooded figure. Dirty gold robes obscure all features except for a pair of withered and blackened hands. Who is this? Fishermen. Deep calls respond. Their voices gurgle with the sound of fluid in their lungs. Who are these people? An answer. The hooded figure holds out a scroll. They tap at a shape depicted. It looks like a red snapper. Who is this man? Well, I mean, we got a research part, but we're really just left with more questions, eh? Is this what this guy wanted? Well, we got it. We also got a record one. He cannot have that. Alright, weirdo. An answer? Yeah, I got an answer. Here's a fish. There you go, buddy. They rip through the throat of the fish and tear out its heart. It's in their mouth before you have time to process what you just saw. What the hell, man? Another sacrifice. They point at another shape on the scroll. Looks like a fang tooth. I've, like, stumbled across, like, an endgame area. And I'm just doing whatever this, like, creepy old guy wants me to do. How did he get to that island? Like, there was no boat there or anything. And it's apparently just some, like, withered dude. Also, what is this? Was this here when I came around before? An altar breaks through the waves at the base of the cliff. 3 crab-like creatures are carved into it. The largest is covered in rocks and other strange shapes. What do you want from me? I'm discovering side quests. So we have August, September. This is the same month. He still refuses to take me aboard when he is working. He's convinced that I will find it dull or that the crew will be crass or otherwise intolerable. Perhaps I'm being overly needy. I know that he needs time alone, but I am so desperately bored at home when he is away. He recently installed some salvaging equipment onto the boat. I think the idea of pulling up treasure is terribly exciting. I must convince him to let me have a go. He like us, for real. How is it that we actually go about getting this thing that the person wants? Like their family crest or whatever. What am I supposed to be doing? You were going to keep an eye out for my family crest. It was dragged into the tunnels by that creature. It patrols the passageways of the cliff, but its lair is somewhere towards the center by the large waterfall. Where's the large waterfall in, like, color? I've marked the area on your map. Perhaps you could look there for it, but if it's too troublesome, don't worry about it. What else do you want to know? Do you know how I could clear the debris around here? You probably need some explosives to shift those rocks. My brother at Ingfell used to make explosives. He was a bomb maker. For the whaling operations, you see. Nasty stuff, but with all the whales gone, can't imagine he's still in business. What else do you want to know? He did not help. That didn't help me. Yep, it's rotting. Let's take it over. Then we'll sleep, and then we're gonna just try to go dredge up this family crest. I don't know, does this game have a death mechanic? I imagine so. It's like the theme of the game. Ingfell resident. What is it? Here's the aged conger eel you asked for. Perfect, this will do wonderfully. I can offer you a small sum, in thanks. Safe travels. 150. For the eel. Can I talk to that person anymore? What is it? Nothing. They just want an eel. Alright, let's sleep. Because I'm not getting this thing in the dark. Oh, there's gonna be like a creature that eats my soul. Hello, rockfolds? Why was he there? Well, here we go. Watch as I just get like murked by this fish again. He's there. We're about to die. Let's just test it. Oh. So there was a reason that was coloured in. He can't get in here, can he? So what's this? My mouse is not doing well right now. Good lord. A rotten chest sits atop a pile of rubble at the back of the cave. Like, I was just prepared for our first death to be really cool, but... apparently we're... I spent $500 to get, like, a piece of this. There was stuff here. Can we get this fish? No. Oh, that's a bissel. Okay. That's also a very, like, large fish. So can I just, like, cheese this then? Is that guy around? He's not. Just give it to me. Oh, we're finally doing it. I'm going this way. We're going straight out of here. We're leaving. We're not coming back. Actually, maybe to get that fish that's apparently in the waterfall. On one hand, I'm surprised that there was stuff there. On the other, like, I don't know. It was all coloured in. I like that the crest says that it must be important to someone. Where, like, if you've gotten this far into the game and just, I don't know, haven't figured that out, like, haven't done any of the questline in relation to it, I'm impressed. Ruins, Hermit. Hello again, what can I do for you? Is this your family crest? You found it. I never thought I'd see this beauty again. But now, I have a further favour to ask. Would you take this to my brother at Infel? Tell him his brother is sorry and would like to come home. Back to being, like, Amazon. Just shipping stuff around. I believe this crest is yours. Gods, I haven't seen this since. So he did take it. I knew it. Your brother's sorry. Will you let him come home? I don't know if I was in a right state when he left. Okay, fine. He can stay in my old workshop, at least for the time being. But I'll need some time to clear it out. While I'm doing that, perhaps you can do something for me. We have another side quest. See, I've been trying to clear some debris in the pathways through the cliffs to make a shortcut with explosives. I was able to set a charge, but the cliff seemed particularly unsteady that day, so I didn't risk detonating it. You just need to get in there and set it off. It's not that far in. I left some yellow flags nearby. You can't miss it. Anything else? Where did you say the explosives were? Head through the rock arc to the southeast. Follow the channel and you'll see the yellow flags on the right. Southeast. Okay. Yes. Anything else? Please have put that on my map. Please have put that on my map. Is this the place? This is it. Inspect. Pile of loose debris. In the gaps between the rocks you can see what appears to be large white teeth. Long fuse trailing it from the side. This must be the location the whaler once cleared for a shortcut. Light the fuse. Yes. You light the fuse. This is going to attract it. This is going to attract the fish. Alright, I'll go let the whaler know. What happened to the fish? Like, not that I'm concerned for its well-being or anything, but, you know, usually that guy's, like, around. Retired whaler. You've done it. We had the blast from here. Gods, the echo. I'm surprised the cliffs didn't come down on your head. He knew it was unsafe and sent us in there. I've got things ready here. Go tell my brother that he can come home. Alright, the hermit. Hello again. What can I do for you? Your brother forgives you. He's found you a place to stay. He does? That's a huge weight off my chest. One so old I hardly remembered it was there. Right, well, I'm packed and ready to go. Here you go, man. You can... There you go. You can man the fishing pole. The hermit climbs aboard with all of his belongings. Imagine you're on board this ship and the guy just starts using, like, magic to make it go faster. Because that's what happens. Like with the haste buff. Well, here we are. The hermit notices the old whaler standing on the deck, waiting for him. Little brother, you're home. I'm so sorry, I was foolish. We both were. Come on inside. Let me get your bags. The two brothers walk away down the dock. One of them pauses for a moment and turns back to you. Oh, stranger. If you find any more debris that needs clearing, I'm working on making some more packed explosives. Come by the old whaling yards anytime. Here's one on the house for all your help. I hope you can put them to good use, wherever you find cause for it. Yes, $36 each. Those are good value. I'm just gonna buy all of them. See? Inspect. A pile of loose debris. It could be cleared to make a shortcut. Use explosives. You set the charge and light the fuse. Boom. What's in here? Dredge? This is gonna be like refined metal or whatever. I spent so much on this. And they're just handing it out for free. Maybe if you can do the puzzle, actually. Which I can't. Well, we got refined metal. So what? That's $36, and usually you paid like $500 for that stuff. Alright, inspect. Pile of loose debris. Use explosives. Boom. But this is what we're really here for. Is this the music box? It's the relic that we need. Well, as we leave this town, we've upgraded our ship, but importantly, we've upgraded our soul, because we helped people. So you've returned. I wasn't sure you were coming back. You dragged the massive music box into the room, gouging the wooden floorboards beneath it. The collector doesn't seem to mind. He's focused on the box. You found this at the cliffs, didn't you? Hey, we got an achievement. Yes. Ah, excellent. This should make future return journeys a little more swift. Allow me. He selects one of the silver ribbons trailing from the crimson-bound book, opening it to some unseen page. He's about to use magic again. Turning to catch the dim light, he whispers the words on the page. After a few seconds, you feel your stomach drop suddenly, as though thrown high by a wave. He closes the book and turns his attention back to you. Now, there are yet more relics to find. Keep looking. Manifest. Instantly return. The reef at Stellar Basin may have caught and accumulated some wreckage. Search around that area. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? Yeah, here. Why can't you search for these relics yourself? The ocean no longer wishes to cooperate. As the waves are unsafe for me, you will be my surrogate. Anything else? What are you doing with these relics? Why, collecting them, of course. Investment for times to come. Anything else? What did those words do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely... Okay, so we already know that. What about manifest? Use of the words will induce a trance-like state. While in this state, time will pass in the blink of an eye. When it is over, you will find yourself here. As always, I caution against overusing this. Selectively and strategically utilize it when you need it most. So we're going to Stellar Basin now. Yeah, I think we'll equip ourselves to go to abyssal fishing. Most exciting. Lumpy mackerel. That's an icky looking fish. Oh, and I'm gonna have to sell it to like the guy that eats these things. Really though, like what person looks at that and goes, cuisine. The lighthouse keeper is waiting for you on the dock, looking displeased. I saw you sailing out towards the horizon, crossing that deep expanse. Do you really think that's wise? What's the problem? It feels a bit like tempting fate, does it not? Things are bad enough around here without your provocations. Abruptly, she walks away. Her eyes scan the water as she walks along the dock. What does she know that I don't? And that guy's gonna eat all those fish. Because he's a disturbing man. He's disturbed. He's unhinged. Research outpost. This isn't the merchant. Generator. An old generator sputters and ticks over. Laboratory. Is in ruins. Its equipment and research papers strewn about the place. Where do you want to look? Open the cupboards. You check the cupboards. Research part. We are looting. The equipment on the table. Prototype parts are on the table, but you can't see any use for them. On the other side of the table, you find a hastily scrawled note. It reads, "Not safe. Expect retaliation imminently. Evacuating the fort." Look around on the floor. You look around on the floor. There are cracks in the base of the structure that grow to large gashes as you follow them along. Something large and powerful created these holes. You slowly reach your arm into one. And it left a research part. Wow. Wait, there's jellyfish here. Holy moly. Wait, what? Man, what are you? That's a critter. It's turning red. It's turning red. It's turning red. I got close to it and it started turning red. What is here? This is a real grand place, actually. Researcher. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting visitors. Who are you? I'm nobody. I'm a fisherman. Ah, yes. I thought you had the look, but a fisherman all the way out here? Strange. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, all the same. I've not seen another soul in months. In fact, I could do with your help if you had the time. What do you need help with? I need help collecting samples to study. I was originally posted at the research outpost on the interior of the basin, but it was attacked. A large creature emerged from the depths and destroyed the outpost. Now it rests in the center of the basin. I fled here and have been making do the best I can, but I had to leave most of my equipment behind, so now my research has come to a halt. Take a look at the list of specimens I need. Please drop them off here. You might need to experiment with different fishing strategies to collect all of them. Aurora jellyfish, glowing octopus, firefly squid. Is there anything else? About those specimens you're after. Take a look at the list of specimens I need. This is just the same thing. Tell me about yourself. What sort of creature? Sure, tell me about yourself. Okay, I don't think there's much to say. I studied biological sciences at Ironhaven College. It was a struggle. There were no other female students in the department all that year, or the year before, or the year before that. It's hard to not feel like an outsider in an environment like that, you know? You probably don't. When I graduated, I managed to land a job at the Northern Biological Research Society, and then, well, I was posted here by myself. I thought I would relish the peace and quiet, but I miss having company. I've always had someone, or at least a pet out here. It's just machines. Is there anything else? What sort of creature attacked you? Well, I got a sense that it was attacking the research outpost itself, rather than me specifically. I suspect it was disturbed by some of my monitoring equipment. There were dozens of machines running there, all powered by a noisy generator. It was huge, larger than any other marine species I've studied. It attacked with tentacles, so I guess some sort of octopus or squid, or an anemone. Anemone, and we're not doing this. One of my research vessels was moored around the back of the station, so I actually managed to slip away while it was tearing apart the front. There was a lot of valuable data and equipment left there, but I'm not going back. I can't. I won't face it again. Is there anything else? Have you noticed anything unusual since you arrived? Now that you mention it, I've been so preoccupied with the attack and having to rebuild here, I'd almost forgotten. I found these letters from my sister. She'd sent them to me while I was studying before she... The researcher is quiet for a moment and stares off to the side. Anyway, I keep finding them amongst my papers. I don't remember packing them, but I must have. I started finding them more frequently. They turned up in my collection nets, in my sampling tubes. They were letters I'd never seen before, but they were her writing. They were in her name. They were saying things, talking about things that happened after she died. I can't explain it. Is there anything else? The, magic ocean is just messing with her. That's actually terrible. I've just damaged the hull. Is there a merchant located in this area that can help me fix my boat? Oh, thank God there actually is, I think. Are they gonna be here? Please, 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 please. Oh, there's like ruins or something up here? Hello? Oh, not again, not again. What just... Hello? What happened there? I was like, oh yeah, we can move up to this thing and get like some lore. And so I was like scratching my arm while that happened. Wait, dog. There is a skinny brown dog leaping around in the shallows. Occasionally it lunges at the water, snapping at some small silvery fish. Its technique is ineffective. Disembark. Jump off the boat into thigh-high water. The dog stops chasing fish and focuses on you. You throw some scraps into the water near the dog. It pounces at the splash and swallows seawater. Pat the dog. Too far away to pat the dog. Slowly approach. You wade towards the shore. As you get nearer, the dog backs up a little ways. It sits. Pat the dog. I want to pat the dog. Throw some more fish. You throw some scraps toward the dog, which land in the sand. The dog eats them, along with a mouthful of sand. Call for the dog. You make soft, encouraging noises and the dog cautiously approaches. It stops just out of your reach. Hold out some fish in your hand. You hold out some fish scraps in the palm of your hand. The dog approaches slowly, but soon begins licking at them. Pat the dog. You reach out and pat the dog. Its eyes follow your hand, and it seems to understand that you're not a threat. Pat the dog again. It seems to be enjoying it. Pat the dog again. You make your way back towards the boat. As you're wading out, you hear the sloshing of 4 legs cutting through the water. You stop and turn around. The dog is standing a few paces behind you. It tilts its head questioningly. We'll bring him on board. You continue, this time with the dog alongside. Its tail is wagging so hard it beats the water into a froth behind it. When you get into the boat, you turn around to pull the dog on board. It's a stray dog. It's curled up, asleep, opening an eye occasionally to watch you move around the boat. You are now manning the fishing pole. You lift the dog onto the deck. It walks around briefly before curling into a ball and looking up at you. Maybe you can find this dog a more permanent home. Did the researcher say something about, wanting a pet? I'm, pretty certain that was mentioned. Random researcher I met, do you want a dog? Oh, hello again. What do you need? This dog needs a home. Do you want it? A dog? Oh gosh, let me see. The dog bounds over to the researcher. She crouches down to pet the dog, grinning. The dog licks her chin in response. I could definitely take this one off your hands, and I'd love the company. Are you sure? Having the dog on board just isn't safe. Yeah, you should take the dog. Yes, thank you. Oh, we're going to be such good friends. He can be my assistant. Suddenly, the dog stands upright and begins to retch, its stomach heaving. Seconds later, it vomits a wet glob onto the floor. Something glistens through the mucus. Oh, that's interesting, I suppose. That's yours if you want it. A gift. Thank you, dog. I can clean the rest up, don't worry about it. Well, they have a dog now. And they're always there with the dog. We've done a good thing. Is this a hammerhead shark? It is. What do we have here? Are these red snapper? Yes, the hooded man. He taught me about these. Let's catch this guy if we can. Booyah. Oh my, he just exploded. Like, I really didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, that's one of the tornadoes. Let's get to the dock and we might be safe. Researcher. They got the dog still. It just makes me happy. And give that. And give that. So we just need Aurora jellyfish. Just as we sail over here. I have been ill recently, so you can probably still hear a little bit of that in my voice. Still not at 100%. Alrighty, let's first sell this sucker. We now have mad amounts of money. I'm just on point with the alliteration right now. Okay, so we're lowering this. Like that. Ooh, fancy. So do I have to go through these swarms of fish? Oh no. Well, looks like we got it. Thank you. Looks like you've caught all of the surface specimens I need. But, yes, I do also need some from deeper down, but that's going to be a problem. I developed a device to retrieve samples from the abyssal zone. This was over in the other research outpost before the attack. I have an idea of how to keep the creature at bay long enough to collect these samples, but while I work on that I need you to retrieve some prototype parts. Carefully, I suggest you go during the day. I wouldn't want to be out on the reef at night. So, you know, it does say to do this at, like, day. But I'm no longer really about the life of sleeping. You know, a minute spent sleeping is a minute not earning money. Sleep is for the weak and the cringe. What other fun proverbs can I make up on the spot? Keep your eyes peeled for dredging spots as well. That's what we're mainly looking for out here. I want that light back, please. Thank you, good sir. Is this going to form a map? How do these slot together? Like that? I am not sure what this is. Alright, we need to catch up on the lore here. I have not ridden in a few days. I have been afflicted with some strange chill which conspires to fog my brain. I cannot seem to keep warm no matter what I do. The ink has run from some lines here and they are illegible. While most of what they hold up was junk, they eventually came up with a large wooden casket. A hush came over the crew at such a tantalizing discovery. I remember the next moments with excruciating clarity. He pried it open easily. The buckling boards cracked and groaned with relief as they splintered apart. Crimson cloth spilled onto the deck. That thing was watertight. If the cloth can do that, that thing was watertight. That is good craftsmanship. The crashing waves rose to fill my ears. I hear them still. He stared down into the open casket, then he turned to me. In his eyes I saw the void. The storyline's a bit split up. Yeah, and then here we jump back to March. We are engaged to be married. He sailed us out to the very center of Stellar Basin to see the lights. That's where we are now. We talked for hours, something we've not done in such a long time, waiting and hoping. Sometime past midnight as we were growing delirious and hysterical from the lack of sleep. Relatable. Like, you know, maybe they see the ghost wind and terrible haunted boats. The aurora shimmered into the skies above. When I turned to see his reaction, he was already down on one knee. I cannot remember what he said, or what I said, but I know I said yes. The ring is beautiful, with a span of jewels going right the way around. I cannot take my eyes off of it. P.S. I was not sure whether to write this under yesterday's date or today's date, given that it occurred at the conjunction of days, but I feel that the news is significant enough to warrant spanning multiple entries. Breaking the rules of the diary there. Simply shall not do. So is it a dredging thing, or is this going to be like on the boat's inventory? The laboratory is in ruins, with equipment and research papers strewn about the place. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the prototype parts. Gimme. You stow the prototype parts on board. Hey, like haunted wind, that's exactly where I need to be. Oh, it's following us. The voices are catching up. And I'd really just rather that they didn't. I have those prototype parts you asked for. Excellent, let me assemble a device for you. This should allow you to catch specimens from much greater depths. It's a little slow, but you may be able to make some improvements. Now, I've developed a repulsion machine that produces a bright light and emits a high-pitched noise. It should deter the creature from attacking. Or enrage it, I'm not sure. Connected to the research outpost generator, you'll have to return and re-engage it every few hours, but other than that, it's completely automated. Great, now take a look at the list of specimens. Remember, you'll want to install and activate the machine before attempting to collect these. You might also want to improve that equipment I gave you to catch some of these. That's a scary looking guy. So we have the anglerfish, a giant amphipod. It's like one of those little pill bug sort of things.
Loose jaw? Never mind, that's the scariest one here. And snailfish. Actually, never mind, we're gonna revenge. We're gonna hunt their whole family. I don't want to hear about it, wind. Local insane man thinks that the wind is talking to him. Abyssal and Hadal. Oh, this also has Abyssal and Hadal. What is Hadal? You know what, this does oceanic. Just, let's bite the bullet. You also don't have to have your research points in your inventory, I've just learned. Watch this cost like $1 billion. Never mind. This is actually a much better choice to just spend that much up front. Because it's also faster than the hydraulic rod. And we've got another thing to do over this way. I'm slowly getting more risky with how close I'm going to this guy. Do not crash into that. And like the researcher said, if I get close to that guy, he's just gonna like kill me. The researcher's repulsion machine could be connected to the outpost generator here. Do so please. A small object rolls out from under the generator, covered in dried salt. We've got a research part. Bang for our buck, you know what I'm saying? Activate the machine. Yes. We're gonna be like killed by that octopus. It's just gonna be so angry. The repulsion machine hums and whirs to life. A few seconds later, a bright light shoots from the top and an alarm begins blaring. The researcher said this should keep the creature at bay, for a time at least. Oy, this feels wrong to do. Oh. There's dredging here. This is like our main goal, so let's just do it. Hang on. Is Jewel Encrusted Band, is that the one from the, like, diary entries we keep reading? Yeah, was it in here? Hello. The stone trembles before you. Unknown symbols glow from within. Place your hand on it. A sudden chill rushes through the marrow of your bones. That's the stuff they do, like, transplants on. Surging up your arm, your neck. A deep vision enters your mind. The green glimmer of an aurora blooms in the night sky above the resort. A distant boom shakes the thatched roofs and rouses dreamers from their sleep. The waters withdraw, exposing the coral to warm air. Confused critters chitter and seek out their hiding places. We're like entering ultra hardcore mode here. Moments later, the waters return, crashing, seething, sweeping souls out to sea. Someone just like inscribed some poetry on that, and we've just had a read. That's what happened there. These guys have been like undisturbed for like millennia. And now we're just easy pickings. Taking all of them. Thank you. Ecology. Haste, because I don't know what's about to happen here. Like that. Yeah, get that sucker out of here. Why is it in here? Don't like that. Just give me these anglerfish and then we are out of here. We are gone. This is that part of the game where we start praying. Because this is a corner of the map. And that thing can only go so far. Oh, wait. What? Huh? Hello? This area is more unsafe than I thought it was. Wait, this is exactly what we need. It's significantly less horrific looking than I thought it was going to be. And we are done. The bad news is that the samples you have retrieved from the basin have a dangerously high count of cellular mutations. The good news is that I've honed in on what's causing abnormalities in the ecosystem. This all points to one thing, that the thing in the basin is harmful to life at a cellular level. It damages everything around it, whether passively or with intent. Look at that, tier 3 hull upgrade. Ooh. Alright, let's check out what our boat looks like. Hey, we're looking fancy. So now we're bidding this area a goodbye. We're gonna do some dangerously timed dredging. Yep, here comes nighttime. This way. Oh no. Ah. Just gonna go peacefully around that guy. Ooh. Almost ran straight into that, good lord. That boat's just straight up gone through there, alright. Glad we didn't come through later. Are there more boats out? I swear there was only like 2. Let's get all of our treasure. That guy's coming in here. You're straight up not allowed in here, dude. That's a lot of gold. Gimme. I know what I've said about no longer sleeping, but I really don't want to be like just out here on the water with the fleet of anglerfish. I've never seen one of those come in here. You walk in and place a jewel encrusted ring on a table by the collector. His eyes widen. We're certainly making excellent progress now, and I know what you're thinking. An item like this would fetch a fortune in any auction, but for us, its value transcends material worth. Regardless, you are due a reward. He opens the crimson book, its spine cracking audibly. Selecting a page carefully, he begins to read aloud. The words sound muffled, as though he's speaking through a thick haze. We must keep searching. I've been thinking more on where we might find another. I can imagine all manner of detritus swallowed by the silty muck of twisted trans channels. It's worth investigating. The banishing words will provide you with a temporary protection from most things. If spoken swiftly enough, they can be used defensively. Choose your moment carefully. The more they are spoken, the more they are understood. Have we just gotten something to like drive away the terrible creatures of the night? Yeah, so we're going up here now.